And we're live. Hey, what's up, guys? Jordan Anderson here, and welcome to tonight's episode. Tonight, we're going to be talking about quality versus quantity. I'll make it real quick. For those that don't know me, and maybe this is the first time you're watching this, my name is Jordan Anderson. I am a price coach for wedding photographers. I help wedding photographers raise their rates and therefore, in the process, make more money. Okay, so got the new setup. So it's Tuesday. This is weird. I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we're streaming on Tuesday. But playing with a lot of different things. I've said this before. Keep going forward, and maybe this is what we'll talk about. This is the theme tonight. Like, just keep pursuing what it is that you're pursuing, like whatever you're aimed after. Like, keep plowing forward, but always be upgrading slowly but surely. You don't have to start out with the $10,000 gear, the $100,000 buku package. Instead, start small, ramp up, because then when you're ready for that kind of upgrade, you're able to better handle it. So I had to do a little computer repair, got the new computer set up, got some new lighting, and also with like having two monitors now, it's just a little bit more light coming on my face, so it feels like a little bit more even. And also I'm not gonna send you guys I'm not gonna do a desk setup because I just think that just feeds into consumerism. So, and I've ripped off every single desk setup there is out there, so mine would just be a copy of a copy of a copy. Tonight, we're going to keep it short. I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about quality versus quantity in the pursuit of your creativity, in the pursuit of your creative careers. Which ones should you aim for first, or which ones should you prioritize, and which one should you transition into as you get further and further into your career? The main thing, and what I've always stood by, is quantity. More. The more stuff you can create, and you've probably already heard all this. The more stuff you can create, the more reps you can get into something, the more practice you have something, the more exposure you get to something, you get better, you get more familiar, you start to think of the shortcuts that you can find and get quicker and better and faster at the work that you do. And with more reps means you're also going to make more and more mistakes and then also run into more and more failure at the same time, which is a good thing. The people that hold back, the people that I remember a lot of my classmates in film school, a lot of them were perfectionists, or a lot of them were really hoping for that one big video or that one main short film of theirs that was going to take it to the top. But I looked at them and said, I'm going to make YouTube videos. I'm going to make as many videos as possible. I'm going to shoot a movie every weekend. I'm not going to wait one semester to do one class so that I can make one movie that takes me 3 months to make. I'm going to focus on maybe can I make a short film every single Friday, Saturday on the weekend for fun, and just kind of get those reps over and over. And by the time you have finished making your 3-month movie, I've now in the process made 10, 12, 15, 20 movies to your one movie. So that's that. I've always said that. You can look back in the archives of the Jordan Anderson YouTube channel, and I've made that video where say like quality is so hard to. At the same time, quality is also really hard to quantify when you are putting out content. A lot of people that make social media content, a lot of people that put out YouTube videos, TikTok videos, Instagram stuff, they are so focused on. It has to be quality, it has to be better looking, it has to look better, it has to be better than my work than what it was a year ago, it has to be better than my peers, this has to be sharp, this has to be crisp, this has to be well lit, all of that. And we get into the mode of we find ourselves just like stewing over process and stewing over being perfectionists and trying to hone our craft and get better at the process, as opposed to maybe instead of putting the goal so much on like let's make a better creative process, or like let's perfect creating a video. Instead, can you perfect creating? Can you lean towards speed? Can you go? How can I make 10 videos what it normally takes me to make one video? And in my career, I've leaned always towards quantity. It's gotten me in trouble for sure. And I say that because when I'm editing videos, when I am putting out content, when I'm writing blog posts, or I'm writing emails, when I'm making other types of content, I like to move as fast as possible because I don't really want to get caught up in trying to be a perfectionist. I'd much rather like plow full speed ahead. Like the moment I'm done making this content, the moment I'm done making this YouTube video, I'm already on to making something else, because I know that it's all about the reps. It's all about getting as much as you can possible, especially early on in your career. If you are very early in your career, if you're in your 20s, if you're just starting out, if you're whatever, an intern, PA, whoever you might be, focus on getting as much exposure, get on as many projects as possible. I even talked to this about wedding photographers. Wedding photographers, if you're just starting out, don't focus on just getting those 10 clients, those 20 clients a year. Like, focus on, can you get 50 clients? Can you get 60 clients? Can you get on 50 other second shooter projects this year? How many projects can you do this year to rack up as much experience, get exposed to as many different scenarios as a photographer, so that when it is time for you to be a perfectionist, when it's your project, when it's your client and they're paying the most money because you've watched this channel and you now know how to raise your prices, when you've watched all that content and when now it's like, now you're at bat and it's time to go, it's time to actually, time to shoot the shoot, you're going to be ready because you have that exposure, you have those reps, and you've been exposed to hundreds of different scenarios all at once. So that's kind of my spiel tonight. And we'll kind of back up. We'll go a little bit meta. I've been playing around with the format of the show. I've been playing around with a couple of different slides, maybe changing up the look a little bit so it's not so much the same exact slideshow over and over and over. So almost you get like lost in watching. Like, I have the screen up here, I've got a monitor screen up here, so I'm like watching myself there. I'm just looking up randomly. That's it. That's all we're gonna do tonight. I'm even thinking about in the coming weeks, maybe this week, maybe next week, to start serializing some of this content. So instead of it being, because the last episode I talked about my kind of fight between, is this content too long versus is this content is there enough content in the video itself? And rather, instead of trying to do 3 big main lessons inside one big topic inside one giant 45-minute video, why don't we do one main video with those 3 core lessons spread out over the entire week, Monday being at part 1, Wednesday part 2, Friday being part 3. And because just thinking about the content, I know some of you are watching it live, but for the ones that want to watch an entire video about, say, like the more recent video, Webflow versus Squarespace, maybe having those videos separated already, 3 separate chunks as opposed to one big chunk. Maybe you only need to watch what's relevant to you, which might be part 2 of 3, as opposed to having to watch part 1, 2, and 3. That's just kind of my thought on this kind of content, this kind of content strategy. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up tonight, and I will see you guys. Actually, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to keep the schedule going. Let me kind of end on that parting thought about quantity too. With quantity, you also get into I just finished reading Atomic Habits, so I got to talk about it a little bit. You get, with reps, with quantity of exercise, like making content, shooting photos, doing your creative reps over and over and over, you also fall into the habit of doing it, so it becomes effortless, so that you can do what takes you a lot of energy to do one project. Now it takes you half the energy to get onto the second project and the third project and the fourth project, and you just have this momentum that you can keep going because you're so fast at doing the content. Whereas if you were burdened down with having to do one big project, one main huge project all at once, you kind of lose your momentum and you don't really build into the habit. This almost becomes like a grueling experience because you're having to always focus on this one habit, this one project, and your habit doesn't really form. So if you're thinking about it, to recap tonight, to wrap it up tonight, I highly recommend that you lean more on the quantity side, make as many projects as you can, shoot as many photos as you can, shoot as many videos, projects as you can, make as many TikToks, make as many podcasts as you can. That's humanly possible for you, because it's going to, in the long run, really work out for you. You're going to have a lot more exposure, you're going to have a lot more reps, and you're going to be a lot more stronger as a creative. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Jordan Anderson, and I will see you on the next one.